The Gardener shares a lot of similarities with the Heavy from Team Fortress 2. Not in terms of appearance, god no, you'd have to have a concave skull in order to think that. No, what I'm talking about is in terms of the fact that they are both really popular characters and they are the game's respective mascots, and yet nobody seems to play them. It's hard to see why until you look at the fact that Gardener isn't really that good. In low ranks, Doctor is a much better character to use, she's way more effective, while Gardener is kind of slow and clunky, and we don't even need to talk about high ranks. Gardener is just not effective there unless you're trying to counter Blood Queen. Now, Gardener is still a really popular character in terms of the backstory she has. Like, a lot of people do like her backstory, and a lot of people think she's cute, so they might play her for those reasons, and NetEase is happy to oblige those people with tons of A tiers and a couple of S tiers. And today, we're going to go over some of the stereotypes attached with some of these cosmetics. Now, before we continue, I just want to make one last thing very clear. These stereotypes don't apply to everyone. They are heavily exaggerated, so don't take any of them seriously. Don't take anything I say in this video seriously. And don't go harassing people just because I gave a cosmetic a bad rep. Alright? Cool. Now let's get on with the stereotypes.
I require assistance! No! Help! Coward! What a disaster! No!
Spring Demons don't usually play Gardener very frequently and will only have Spring Demon because they got randomly through the Memory Sphere. When they do play Gardener, they will be very, very bad with her. You think that they're gonna prime that last cipher or go rescue before half? Well, they won't. They'll be breaking a chair halfway across the map, and if you're expecting them to kite, well, they're gonna last 10 seconds. Just be wary when you see one of these guys. These Gardeners are gonna seem pretty bad 90% of the time and do most of the noob Gardener stuff like a Spring Demon. However, the 10% that are good at the game, they'll seem bad at first and you'll underestimate them like the rest of the Boudoir Dreams, but then they're gonna kite you for the remaining 5 ciphers. You don't usually expect much from Shop Cosmetics, but these guys are pretty good. I have respect for them. These Gardeners are big fans of the Koa 1 skins. So big, in fact, that they'll constantly be paying attention to how good the skin looks, rather than that gamekeeper that's about to hook them off that cipher. They aren't bad at the game most of the time, but they seem pretty unaware of their surroundings, and will probably run into the hunter at some point. Lady Truth players are actually really, really nice players. They don't take the game too seriously and try to have fun. But when they do care and want to win, they'll be pretty good at Gardener most of the time. So, yeah, if you see a Lady Truth, you're in good hands. They're honestly like Spring Demons, but actually competent kiters. Plus, they're probably Persona 5 fans. There's not much else to say about them, albeit if they have Noir, there's an increased chance that they're a Persona 5 fan. People who wear Emma are wearing it because they think it looks cute, or they like the Promised Neverland. Now, the players themselves are going to be tryhards, but that's not a bad thing. They're going to try their hardest to win and get as many people out as possible. They won't necessarily be toxic as well, but some Emmas are really fucking toxic. Like, you'll swear they live their entire life swimming around in a septic tank or living in Chernobyl. They're into cottagecore. That's like the best stereotype I can come up with for them. I don't really have much else I can say about them. I haven't really seen too many. Oh, they might also be an artist. They are a cottagecore fan, and they are an artist. That's all I got. I haven't seen a lot of these since Monstrous Bird came out, and even less since the rework. which is a shame. I do think it is a very nice looking skin, but it's understandable. The ones that I have seen are pretty average at Gardener. They'll kite for at least 60 seconds, destroy chairs if needed, and, actually rescue and decode, something most other Gardeners don't really seem to do. Nine times out of 10, monstrous birds will be cocky as shit, but not have the skill to back it up, and 7 out of 10 of those monstrous birds will talk shit in post-chat whenever they fail miserably. Then you have those monstrous birds who are still very cocky, but they actually are pretty skilled at the game. These people can actually kite decently and rescue. And then you have those few monstrous birds who are really nice and try to support the team the best they can, but their intended support ends up backfiring on them miserably. They'll end up getting the team killed in the process. So now that I'm done pissing off 50% of the Identity 5 community, I should piss the rest of you guys off by talking about the Hunters next. So the next video is going to be about Hellember. All of his S tiers and A tiers will be included, alongside his B tiers, because those are actually pretty unique and a lot of people wear them. After that, well, you guys can decide. After Hellember, which character should I go talk about next? Leave it down in the comments below. That's all I got for today, so see you guys. In case you decide to skip ahead to avoid spoilers, the stereotype for cowgirl gardeners is usually they'll be veterans at the game and miss the simplicity of Season 1, when they didn't have to worry about Breaking Wheel or Sculptor, when Smiley Face was the top tier hunter at the time, and Gardener was, well, still low tier, but she was fun to have bully squads with, and they missed those days. That's it.